Hello, are we there? How you doing everyone? Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome along, nice to have you here. Now, I'll apologise up front if there's any noise in the background. I've got my nieces staying, so I'm having fun in the living room at the moment, which is good. So if you hear anything going on, that's probably what it's going to be. They're a little bit harder to keep quiet than my boys, so there we go. What's going on with that? Interesting nightbot. How you doing everyone? Nice to have you here. Charlie, Waylon, good morning. Came with James, hello. Yos, this is now live. Welcome mate, good to see you. John, Matthias, greetings from Finland. Hello Andrew, Anthony, good evening. How are you? Martin, nice to see you. Scooter, welcome along. Now there's an interesting little alias there. That little Nightbot message is an interesting one to see because I'm now a G Portal partner. So we've joined them as a partner for their servers. So there should be, I don't know why Nightbot hasn't worked, but there should be a code popping up letting us know that. Let's see if I can fix it. I don't know what's happening there. Anyhow. So that's, yeah, it's the latest news. We are now joining the throngs of everyone else who's become a G Portal partner. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying working with them and in general, just having fun. So there we are. Now, the plan for today. We've moved forward a couple of days. We're into November now, so the rest of our soybeans are all ready. If I jump into the menu, have a look. There you go, all ready to go. But we've also got to hay grass that we mowed the other day to ted and windrow, so we're going to get into that first. And if we get that done, we might make a start on some harvesting. We've still got the demo harvester as well, so that is the plan. So we need to go and pick up a windrower, pick up a tedder, and we should be good to start. Francesco, good morning. How you doing? Welcome along. Hey Dazed, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Yes, Yos, another G Portal partner. They're aiming for farm sim world domination at the moment. They're doing a damn good job of it. So Dave might be here soon. You can give him a wind up. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. He was quite complimentary of you when I was chatting to him the other day. And of course, that led to being able to get them to sponsor our, sponsor our logging league next week. So they're going to have a few server credits we can give away and things like that, which will be fun. Hey Croft, a long time no see mate, how you doing? Good to have you here. So we're repping the FSG hat tonight in honour of his 10,000 subs, 60,000 subs, sorry. 10,000, 60,000 subs. His next 10,000. They just seem to be ticking past at a great rate of knots, the way that man's going. So yeah, we are wearing that today. I'm intrigued. Someone made a comment on my last video, is thinking meadow grass doesn't make much hay or anything, does it? Doesn't provide much of an output. Well, I reckon we're going to end up with a decent amount of hay once looking around and seeing what we've got everywhere. Hello Dave, how are you? So, yeah, looking around here, we've got a good amount. Now, I need to change this. So, we jump into here. I have to unfold it to tedder stage base game. So, we want to be tedding to hay. There we go. I'm going to make sure we're actually changing it rather than sending it back to our previous state. Let's drop this down in here. Turn it on, and we should see... Well... It's actually very hard to see a colour change on that. I hope that's working. It says hay. You have to trust the system. Got mods back in testing, so I guess that means I'm back. How about yourself? I didn't have to have a look at that one you sent through 2 days. I haven't done that yet. Did you see they released, or someone released the an edit of Gilbertson's Sputnik potato equipment with his permission? I did share it on Facebook. So I have got that downloaded, although there was an update that came out very quickly after, which I haven't downloaded yet, so need to get hold of that and go and check it out, because I loved that stuff in 19, so can't wait to give it a try in 22. It does mean potatoes, but that's right. We don't mind that. Drac, just starting my custom farm build on Chilliwack using Maze Plus, digging the map so far for custom builds. It's perfect, isn't it? With all this open space and these areas that Chumpy Farmer didn't do anything on. Is ideal. Really good one. I was really enjoyed doing the farm build as well. Isaac John, hello, how you doing? I'm doing well, Dave, thank you. I was saying before, we've got my nieces stayed last night for the night. That was a bit of an adventure. And I've been spending so far I've dug 6 post holes and concreted 2 posts in for our a step out on our timber outdoor entertainment area. I've come up with creative ways to say it without saying it. Isaac, hello, welcome along. This is your first live stream. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here, Isaac. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you are having a nice weekend. Hey MRG, how are you, buddy? Coffee and Argsy, your Saturday morning tradition. In that order, or is it Argsy and coffee? Is this kind of like Netflix and chill? Coffee and Argsy. You're running a test scooter. What are you testing? Nothing like a good Argsy stream for the hangover. I'll try to keep the noise down for you, Crofter. Alright, we're just going to cut straight across here. We'll throw grass all out on our driveway, but that's alright. Auto drive drop for the Oaks. Yes, the auto drive creators have published the Oaks auto drive course. I'm sure it will be up to their usual standards. It does need a bit more testing and checking, so jump on over to their Discord, or their itch.io page actually is the best place to get it. And check it out for them. I'm sure they'd appreciate any feedback. So I'm not actually going to be able to tell if this is hay until we actually bale our first bale. We'll just have to wait and see. Seems to work again. Good test, Scooter. Still can't find auto drive for this. So John, I've got an auto drive course for this that was partly made by AZ Sparky, and it's also on the auto drive creators Discord. I don't know if you're a member of that or not. If someone like Taz or that is and can share a link, then go for it. But it was never released officially on their site. He just posted it up and said, this is something I'm working on, and it only covers, in fact, if I go like that, then like that, and somewhere in here, you can see the green roots are where they've covered. And I've added a little bit in, so they get into the main sell points and the yard and things like that. But there's no individual triggers or stops for fields. So like down here, I had to add that one in there, and then I've obviously added the one in there for my yard. So, but it is there. You can go see if you can find that from them. Turn that away. Get rid of the little lines. Coffee with a side of Argsy, there we go. Oi, Farmer Taz, how are you, mate? Good to see you. I did see you pop in there. I've probably missed a little. Oh, I don't know if I missed a little bit there or not. I feel like I did. I don't know if I know you're a big soccer fan. Did you watch the US women play the Kiwis in the last couple of days? Comments wouldn't show if I used emotes in it. Is that right? Crofter's using emotes. Bizarre. So how many emotes did you use? Because I can see the one that says I'm running a test with a laughy face. 10th like, but should have already been the 25th. Come on, folks, smash that like button. Thank you, Taz. Appreciate it, mate. Exactly. What are you doing? Hey, Strody, how are you, buddy? You didn't arrive at the end this time. No, you're well and truly in time. Alright, I should have gone around the other way. That's alright. Mixing it up and keeping it fresh. My goodness, what did he do? Oh. Oh my goodness, our dog's just come in and he is absolutely covered in grass and weeds and all sorts of nasty things. I did some weed whacking the other day and it's all dead weeds and like little prickly bushes and stuff, and he's managed to walk all the way through it. Oh goodness. Won't let you share their Discord. Ah. Don't have permissions. Ah, okay. That'll be why. I think I'm an admin, am I? Let's just have a quick look. I think I'm an admin for their Discord. Argsy, auto drive creators, invite people. Copy. Here we go. Seems I can do it. So that's the auto drive creators Discord for anyone who would like to join. So you go, John, if you want to try and find that Chilliwack course, it should be in there. Dirk's Works, good afternoon from Kansas, or very good morning, Sunday morning as well, from New Zealand. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend. That was the test. You did watch it. I played with Ali Riley in Code Soccer in California. Sad that the team has never really built a supporting cast in prime years. Yeah. I mean, it was always it's a bit of a challenge with the... It's funny that you're saying you played with one of the Kiwis as well, and rather than a US player. Yeah, it certainly has been a challenge, and it's being outside of FIFA window, of course, though. Not all the best players are available, but that's the same for both teams. And it's a shame that Abby Usig has decided that she's not interested in representing her country anymore and wanting to focus on playing for her club. It's a bit of a shame. And there's some underlying issues there with the organisations. Farming Sim Pro, howdy, good morning, hello, welcome. Hey Mr. Freeman, what's up buddy? How you doing? Isaac John, howdy, good to have you here. We'll try later on with the show. There we go, perfect. It was just posted, when you do try and look, it was posted by AZ Sparky and it's just in the comments somewhere, like in one of the channels. It's not in their official releases page they have, but you should be able to find it. Where am I going? Not where I want to go. Change direction and go across the rows. There's no good farmer would ever do. So I'm going to do a test before we go too much further. I'm actually going to get the windrow down here and the baler because I just want to double check this is hay. I'm a little bit nervous it's not. The women's rugby team for New Zealand makes up in the success. Well, I mean, to be fair, the football team's actually been going alright the last wee while. We've had some really good wins. And made some good strides after some tumultuous times. Considering we've only got a population of 5 million, I think we do pretty well. I do have Maize Plus, Taz. So I've already changed the tedder to make sure it's tedding to hay. But it just doesn't seem to be changing the colour as much as I was expecting it would. I thought they'd done a little bit of tweaks to make it a little bit more different than it is. Alright, that should be that field all done. Now, I was going to go get the other tractor and do this, but for now, I might just put this down. We'll just windrow with this one. Maybe we could Bale with the John Deere. I was going to run... Well, you would have seen in the thumbnail. I was going to put the John Deere on the windrow. Could be really light. Yeah, that's a good point too. Could be as well. Hey Cody, how you doing? Klaus, good evening from Germany. Good morning from New Zealand. How are you doing? Oh, that's a shame. Why is my Nightbot not working? I wanted to have that going. What is not working on that? Perhaps I had that and I didn't need it. Try that. Give that another chance. But if you missed the announcement at the start, we are now a G-Portal partner. Joining the masses of content creators who are becoming part of the G-Portal family. They are aiming for... Well, I'm sure they're aiming for global domination, but they're certainly aiming for farm sim domination. Pretty cool. Cool to be part of. Very cool to have them on board for the Logging League this week. That's going to be a lot of fun with Kermit. On the community channel, we've got a few other things boiling away in the background. So hopefully they come to fruition this week. And we are committed to doing this regularly, getting into a regular cycle with the Logging League. It was just unfortunate we decided to test the waters with it just before Christmas. The timing wasn't quite right, but that's okay. So if anyone's looking for this windrower, I got it from Itch page. I think it might have been... I think it's Wade Mitch. Wade Mitch on Itch. From memory, but don't quote me 100% on that. I'd have to go back and have another look. So we might just do the one round, and then I'm going to go get the baler and come down and test this field. I didn't finish tedding this part over here either, did I? Whoops. So there, actually, looking at it from here, it does look like it's a slightly, almost looks slightly darker. Slightly darker than the conditioned grass. So we have to give that a whirl. Now I've finished to change that off there and need to go back there to there and there. Right, here we go, back to it. Alright. Okay, let's go and find the John Deere. There it is. Get out of there without whacking into the combine. Isn't relight stunning? Doesn't it just make every map just that whole lot better? Honestly, it does look good. Some weeds pop up in our field. We'll get rid of those when we plough. Hope all's been well, Cody. It has been, mate. It has been good. Busy times. Pretty sure you made it with the Swather last episode of the mower. Already has a tedder built in. If I remember correctly, you set it to output hay then. Did I? I was meant to set it to... I wanted to have it set to output as conditioned grass. But that is an entirely feasible possibility, Whitney, that I did make a mistake there. Right, Baler should be in here somewhere. Yes, she be. Just a fast Bale. Cheers, Taz. They are, yeah, really enjoyed working or chatting to Dave from G-Portal last week or two. Real nice guy, and really committed to the community and committed to what they want to bring to Farm Sim, which is cool. Still playing FS19, Isaac. Well, it is still a good game. It still has a lot of value in it, I think. So, yeah, keep on enjoying it. I haven't fired it up for a wee while now. It's been quite a bit of time, but yeah, I certainly didn't mind going back to it even after playing 22. I'm making a mess, Mr. G. Argsy. I am. We'll go and tidy it up now, though. And crazy busy with the new job, just got caught up on the videos. Nice, man. Dave from G-Port was becoming like Jake from State Farm this past couple of weeks. We've still got straw in this. That's going to be unfortunate. I don't think I can unload it either. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We might have to easy div out that bale. He sounds hideous. Who sounds hideous? Dave. Right, well, welcome along everyone. Nice to have you all here. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. The thing you miss most about 19 is Flint Hills. I think I played on Flint Hills on a multiplayer server, but I never, I think because there was such a buzz with FSG around it and that sort of thing, I just left it for him. He enjoyed it. There's a few others played on it as well, but it certainly proved to be an incredibly popular map. What map is this? This is called Chilliwack in British Columbia. It's a 4X map. It is a great map. I'm really enjoying it. Lots of animals on it, and actually one thing I was going to point out on our animals, I'll do that when we get up here. The pasture grass I planted in the pastures, of all places you plant grass, is working exactly how it was meant to, so it is now providing food for our animals. And you can see actually in there, that pasture grass in there was more like this cut state than it was with the growth state. So if I come down and have a look in here, you can see they've all got some food in them, which is good, because it's pushed up. Look at these girls. Pushed up to 100% health, and it's increased their price. So this one's not working for whatever reason. I need to find which pasture this is and go and have a look, but their health and everything stayed low. But we're starting. We haven't started to produce milk yet because we need to reproduce, but we're starting to see some movement there, which is good. You tried playing FS22 and it wasn't working. I was like, that's a shame. You heard me say multiplayer. You reckon? Alright, let's see what happens to this bale when I turn this on. Unfolded, turned on, lower it down. Oh, we're going to get a straw bale first. That's alright. We'll let it output that. Alright, now what is that symbol? Is that the hay symbol? I need to go and have a look now. I'm not familiar enough with them off the top of my head. Hey, there we go. So it's got that symbol next to it, isn't it? 100%. So we are good. Good to go. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was going to say, is that a bale already? But it's just the pre-chamber filling up. Alright, we'll carry on windrowing. Actually, we need to finish tedding first. The one downside to doing these fields is I can't use course plate because there's no field boundaries. I could go and record some, but we could do that actually briefly on a couple of the others and just set the tedder going and keeping that busy. Maybe that's taking the 22 longer. Great for the modders. I agree. I agree. I think, and if they're focusing on it too and bringing improvements like they did with Silver Run Forest, new features and things like that, if they're committed to it in the longer term, then that's good for everyone, I reckon. Dazed, I agree. Cargo has your brain fried. Yeah, great for everyone. It's just, I think it's just all round good. All around good. Got to go, just don't want you to rake it all. Good to go. Rake it all, have to tear and rake it again. Yeah, absolutely. I'm intrigued now from what Whitney said, and I wonder if I did make it hay rather than conditioned grass, but I think there is. I'm just looking. I reckon there is just a slight texture difference. It's almost darker rather than lighter though. I was hoping for a more realistic hay colour, like Seasons in 19 had. One other mod I've got installed, I've got Lazy E Moddings. Got a mod for more realistic hay bale colour, so I'm intrigued to see what those look like too. We've got that installed. Right, let's speed up. Definitely, hopefully they're done with bi-yearly releases. Well, it's interesting, and if people remember, there was, and Giants were advertising for Unreal players experienced in Unreal Engine, developers with Unreal experience. So I almost wonder if they're actually, the next version of the game is going to be on Unreal, and they're sort of taking a longer development path. Who knows? Pure speculation. I think rush releases have become the bane of the gaming world, and in some part the bane of farm sim. These maps and things like that players just rush out just for the sake of getting a map out there. You know, there's some real potential out there with some of the maps that have been released that hasn't been realised because they've just been pushed out because they either had another project they want to move on to, or they've finished doing what they were doing, or they just want to be the first to do it, beat someone else. If they keep doing the year passes, they should be making good money. Absolutely dazed. And you can support content creators by using their creator code when you purchase your year pass through the Giant software shop. If you'd like to support Argsy Gaming, use the code Argsy Gaming at the checkout. Perfect segue, thank you. Drop and dump onto the next version of gaming, so the gaming industry over this. But remember, like pre-network internet connected consoles and things like that, games had to be finished because they shipped on a CD or in the latter days a USB. There's no choice. Imagine if the industry was still like that. Alright, just gonna again cheat and win right across there. Although I should have got carried on around that headland. So how many bales are we going to get off this team? I'm pretty intrigued. We were not far away from being full on that bale as we pulled up around there. I am going to go back around this edge just to tidy it up. I reckon there's potentially 30 odd bales of hay in here. I'm only making small bales because this baler only makes smaller bales, I think, from memory. I can't remember exactly what it was. Hey Jody, how you doing? Sorry I missed you there. When's the next DLC due? It should be pretty soon, right? So they were talking on the Farm Sim show the other day about when the Antonio Carrera pack dropped, and that was in March. And that was the first mod release for Year 1 DLC. So, Smart Money's on March. I mean, I say smart money. Is it smart money when I'm talking about DJ and Clutch? I mean that in the friendliest banter way. I'm not being rude. There you go, Dave said March as well. Lambert, hello, welcome along, mate. Good to see you. Scott, you haven't been able to play FS22 for a while. Don't know if it's a Steam issue or a mod conflict, but it won't let me use my PS4 controller anymore. So I have the same thing. I can't do it on Steam with my controller after the Silverrun Forest update, and I haven't figured out why. I thought it was an issue with because I've got two versions of the game. I've got the Giants version, which I use for when, well, this is what I'm playing on at the moment, and that's one I use when they give me early access to stuff, because I need to be able to install the early access to mods, to DLC, and that you need to do it through the interface. You can't do it on Steam. But yeah, since Silverrun Forest, I haven't been able to get my controller to work on the Steam version of the game. So I've just kept on playing on the Giants version, keeping that one up to date instead. So many people know where to use all the codes. I know. You should support the smaller content creators and that who, you know, those big guys don't need it, Yoss. But you are right. It is a saturated market out there with partner codes. As long as you support it with someone though. It doesn't cost you any more. So as long as you put someone's code in there, it will help someone somewhere, which is good. Me, FSG, someone else. Doesn't really matter. You have to be first, Scooter. I'm running out of chat. They keep doing the game updates. What is that, one dazed? They keep doing, if they're smart, they keep doing the game upgrades for free and stick to one game so that the mod quality stays high, then make their cash with DLC. Exactly. Hey, Yoran, how you doing, man? See you. Take your commission on that segue. There you go. I'll have a look and see how many DLCs are purchased in the next 2 hours, Dazed. And I'll go halves. Hey Robert, any cows here? I started off with some cows, so yes we do. We've got 200 head at the moment, but they are, well, they're looking a little bit healthier, but I started off without any food, and we've kind of been prioritising trying to get some food for them, so it's been a little bit haphazard the way I've done it, but we do have some cows, which is a good start. Alright, let's just carry straight across there and get this little bit windrowed up. I shouldn't have mowed this bit, but that's alright, we did. Hey Blogstar, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I just can't get that alias. Like, Nightbot just doesn't want me to tell you about G-Portal. Silly Nightbot. Ethan, you're having a lot of mod conflict with your game and you don't know what to do. All I can suggest is when you load the game up, make sure you've got your console command active and see your log, or just go and check your log files. Otherwise, you need to just take out any recently added mods, try base game without any mods added in, and then just slowly add mods back in. If you've downloaded any from third-party websites that I'm not going to name in here, but they all start, a lot of them start with modernfinishing.com or FS22 and have moderntheword.com, I'll start taking those ones off. First and only use mods that you get from the creators' personal itch.io pages or from Facebook posts or from the official mod hub. Hey Legion, how you doing? What did you miss? Well, we've just started doing our hay here. I did let everyone know that we've joined the G-Portal family, so we're now a G-Portal partner. That's about it. Can't do what with your controller? I can't get my controller to work on the Steam version of the game, and Scott was saying exactly the same thing. So I'm using my controller at the moment fine on the Giants version, but the Steam version didn't want to work. I thought it was a conflict by having two versions of the game running, and somewhere in the game code XMLs or something like that it was getting confuzzled, but it seems if Scott's having the same issue it might be a deeper seated problem. Your controller works fine with the Steam version. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I was considering uninstalling it from Steam and reinstalling it. Which controller are you using though? You're an Xbox or PlayStation controller, Legion. Because of course with Windows, Xbox controllers have a lot more native support with Microsoft Game Settings. Alright. What do you reckon? Is that us done? I think we might just carry on baling this one, and then we'll move on down to the next. Just turn that engine off. Life with medical support dogs. I can't load silver run full stop, no wads, nada. Is that right? What version, what do you play on? In terms of when I say what do you play on, is that? I'm confused now. Because this has still got the straw symbol down the bottom. What is that Bale? Can't even tell. You'd like a video about that, fixing my conflict issues. I think there's been a few creators have done videos like that, how to try and figure out a mod conflict. What's this Bale? They're going to tell me? No, it's not telling me. That's certainly not a straw bale though, is it? It's too green for a straw bale. I need the object info mod. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? It's hay, isn't it? You know why? It's because I've got that new. It's because I've got that mod I talked about. That's why. That's why it looks like straw, a bit more straw, because it's the lazy modding bales. It's not golden enough to be straw, though, is it? Like straw looks more like. Oh, straw looks more like these ones in here. Yeah, look at that. They are much. See, they're much browner. Yeah, okay. We're all good. We are all good. Sorry, I've been looking at that too much. Mowing that part isn't the problem. You should have rode the field along. I should have scooted. I should have just rode it along the and ignored that middle part. Here we go. Tez's sheet of video for you. You're using Steam and a steel plate controller, Yoran. Okay. Xbox, but I've also used PS4. So I've used the PS4 on Steam, but recently it hasn't been working for me either. Xbox on PC. Xbox with a PS4 controller. Are you playing on Xbox with a PS4 controller? I didn't know that was a thing. How many bales can go live on the platform of all the consoles? 42. It's the answer to everything, Yoss. You should know that. Sounds like Steam controller config issues and big pictures. See if I can find the issue for you and Scott. Yeah, thanks, man. That's what I was wondering. I did wonder about disconnecting and trying to reconnect the controller. I'll tell you what, we've answered the question about whether painting meadow grass on your fields increases your yield or not. Look at how many bales we've already made. It's ridiculous. Good amount. They are small bales, but I think we'll let this one drop. Legion, I think, if I remember properly. Come on. Get that one out of there. I should have reset my bale counter too. Turn it off. Sorry. What are we wanting to do? Turn the engine on. I don't think I can change the bale sizes on this one, is what I'm trying to say. We have a look into balers in here. So it only does the 125s. So that's the only downside to this baler. So you trade off doing round bales without having to stop, with only being able to do the little ones. It is hay yarn, yeah. There are mods to identify mod conflicts. Actually, that's a good point. The FSG mod assistant would be a good thing to use to see if any of your mods are broken, going to cause issues. You can go through that, it'll scan your mods and tell you what you've got up, where you have problems. It's the baler, it's got the pre-chamber, it does have that Whitney. I just thought it might have shown the hay symbol on the second chamber, I don't know why it doesn't. I am running Maize Plus Legion. Straw should be a golden brown, I think, with Lazy Ease mod. So have I tried plugging it? Actually, you've turned it on and off. I play wired all the time, Legion. I haven't actually bothered doing it wireless. Xbox gaming for PC. Ah, right, sorry. Gotcha. Disassembling and reassembling it. I did actually take one of my controllers apart. What was... Oh, it had some really bad stick drift, so I pulled it apart to see what was going on. And it's still got bad stick drift, so I just got a new controller. Jika ref. Exactly, John. 42. Meadow is same litre per square metre as grass. There we go. So, it cost me over $300,000, I think, to paint all this grass in. I think I said in the last video about how I fixed it, but yeah, it wasn't cheap. That's for sure. When in doubt, blow on it like the old Nintendo cartridges. There's going to be some dust in there somewhere. Stopping something from doing something somehow. Where's the damn dust? Aha, no extra growth stage. There you go. The video you just watched was very useful on how to fix mod conflicts. Perfect. Was that the one Taz shared, Ethan? It's good to hear he helped. Looks like I need a Thor baler. Ah. You know I've got auto load on my trailer, so it's not too bad. You tried disconnect, reconnect as well. Scott, but no joy. Yeah, well, pleased to know someone else has got the issue. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not pleased, but it's good to hear someone else has got it, because then it's not an issue with me. Have to use selectable bale capacity to change the bale size. Is that a mod? I suppose there's the here's that mod that does the really, really big bales, isn't there? Try that. Hey Aussie, good afternoon mate, nice to see you. Stick drifts from playing the FPS shooters. Yeah, that's it. It certainly is, Legion. Won't get any of that with Farm Sim. I hardly ever use the full range of motion on the directional sticks. Tech support, have you turned it on and off again? So what's everyone's opinions? If you've watched any content on UMRV from DJ Modding, what are your thoughts? Be intrigued to hear what you think of what you've seen so far. I have got a copy, and we'll be taking an Argsy look at it over the next wee while. I've said to DJ, with others doing the sort of tours and previews and that already, I might wait until he's closer to releasing it and do a sort of map preview that can coincide with his release and launch. So keep an eye out for that, probably in a couple of weeks from my last chat with him. So keep an eye out for that. Hey Trio Gaming, how are you? Great to see you. It's a steep map, it does look pretty steep, Taz, from what I've looked. Looks awesome. So many farmyards on it, Blockstar. That's one thing I noticed having a brief fly around and look at it the other day. I've never played it. I didn't use it in, well, I didn't play 17 and I never used it in 19. But just, yeah, it just feels really, it's got a nice ambience, particularly up on the top, with all the farmyards and things like that. So, interesting. Morning, Nismo. How you doing, mate? Looks more detailed than previous versions. Yeah, I mean, that's something I think DJ's got a really unique style when it comes to decorating farmyards and things like that. Green Valley, Nebraska had some wonderful yards. I think he's done the same here. Worked his magic on those too, which is good. Beautiful map. I have to wait until I have a better PC to play it, but it looks like it's going to be awesome. Certainly is. It was just over 1 GB in file size to download, so not the smallest, but it is. It is a 4X, so a lot could change before release. A lot could change. That's part of the reason I thought I'd hold off. And I know I don't have access to the land. Gosh, I must have mowed right on the edge of the field that we do own. I know, Nightbot, I managed to break you. I'm sorry. I don't know how I did it, but you're broken. Alright. I'm gonna have to use the how many bales you created in the session to figure out how many bales we've made in this field. Gosh, we've been going 45 minutes. I'm going to struggle to get all our grass areas done in this. We might be baling in the next episode as well. I'm almost tempted. So next time, I was considering getting a combine up on Courseplay and using some auto drive and just keeping them going, because we've got a lot of ground to harvest as well. But we'll see. Looking forward to Edgewater. I think it's called Canadian map. It's coming to console blog, so that's the one. Yeah, Edgewater, Saskatchewan. It's actually, there's already a version was released many months ago, probably 7 months ago, but they've completely redone the map and made some huge changes to it. I see it was back in testing as well late last week, so that'll be good. Loving Oaks on that, yeah. Yep, Oaks is fantastic. Lovely, lovely map. Start from scratch with Maze Plus on single player. Good man, that'll keep you busy. Mr. Cranky, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Great to have you here. Oaks is the first map to keep you away from Wilhelmina. How are you going on Wilhelmina, mate? You still ploughing on with your challenge? I've been I've had in my mind that it's probably about time we started another start from scratch survival type playthrough somewhere. I thought if I do it now at the start of the year, it might be one we can keep going as a one episode a week across the course of 2023. But I'm just thinking about the right map to do it on, so opinions and suggestions are always welcome. If you've seen something out there you think would be the ideal map to do a I think Spectacle Island style start from scratch. If you've seen something you think would be good for me, hit me up. Throw a comment down and I'll go and check out the map. I was wondering about doing on something that's sort of more forestry, like you know, Poor Boy's maps like Piney Run, or maybe one of Gamer Design's forestry maps. But not quite sure. Alright. Just about there. Just about through this one. Maybe I will try and create a courseplay course for doing the tedding in Winroad. Oh, the old version was taken down of Edgewater. There we go. That makes sense. Yeah, like Spectacle Island Blogster, that's it. Please use the oaks. I don't know how I'd make money on the oaks, doing a start from scratch, John. Like as a starting thing, because logging and forestry is the main thing. I don't know, if you're doing the oaks, you'd want to become sugar barons, wouldn't you? That's a good question then, for those of you familiar with the area. How do they make sugar in the oaks? Do they use... Because they're obviously not going sugar cane in the UK. Is it all sugar beet? Or does it come in raw and they process it there? I mean, we've got a sugar refinery here in New Zealand, but I don't actually know how they do it. Silver Run's got you all watered out. Goodness. Hey Mark, how you doing? Good evening, mate. Nice of you to pop in and say hello, even if it is just for 5 minutes. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. We've got a fair few bales in here, which is good. Good to keep the cows fed. I know everyone keeps on commenting about with Maize Plus that I'm going to have my work cut out for me feeding the animals, but I'm kind of intrigued to try it and see how it goes. Without changing anything, so we'll see. Hey Derek, how you doing? Something Polish always suits that type of gameplay as the machinery is usually cheap. You reckon we go to the central block, go to Eastern Europe or something? There are some good maps for that too in those part of the world. That new one that was it Bernthal or whatever? The Dutch map. The trailer the guy made for that was beautiful with the narration and things. Very well done. Poor Boy has a new map coming out. They would be a good one. It's going to have more farming than Piney, but also logging and a quarry. Yes, he is too. That's a good point. He's quite possibly one of the most engaging map creators out there with his posts, and he's always posting about what his current map is, what he's doing, just about daily, which is pretty cool to see. Alright, what do we end up with? Get this little bit of grass and we'll be happy. Alright, there we are. Fold that up. Final bale count. What do you reckon? Here you go. I'll let you guys count them. Probably not 30 something? Do it the easy way. Where's the statistics page? Bales produced this session, 36. That was pretty close. Didn't someone say 37? That's impressive. Isaac said 37. Someone said 37, I'm sure. About as close as you could get without getting it right. So, we'll ship some equipment back down to the next section, and then we can make a start doing those. In fact, you know what we could do? We can do this. Get it down to the yard entry we'll do for now. Kubota. Drop that there, we'll go around and collect bales later, if we have time. Contracts, yeah, that's a good call, John, that's an option. I like doing the, I like doing it where it's sort of self-made survival. Contracts still become an easy way to make money. I don't know if you watch sort of like a No Man's Land style survival where you don't have an option for contracts. I think Daggerwin, what he's done on those, or FSG's Bulls Gap, what we did on Spectacle Island, that was all no contracts. It's all just cutting down trees, creating fields, that kind of thing, but we'll see. Sugar beets, John, it is sugar beet. Sorry, I'll beat. you like it with the Maize Plus. Makes you focus on the mixture and crop planting. Because the interesting thing is, you can give the animals anything, and with the Maize Plus it'll put something in all the sliders, it doesn't just identify it. So it's all role-playing, effectively. Hey Wireless Steve, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. You got the kids up and watching this morning, have you? Morning, boys. How are you? Chinook, my man, how are you doing? Nice to have you here as well. Alright, so we're going to go in here. I'm going to try and record a course. See if we can get it going. Alright. Delete, I think. See how we go. Because I'm going to rip up all this ground and extend it into the fields either side, I'm not too worried about getting this perfect, but we can get it to work so we can save ourselves a little bit of time. See if we can. Go. So we can get... Oh, we're running over our soybeans. $5 there. Gonna do it again? No. Oh, close. This is actually probably the only part that's worth doing it on, because the others are either small or awkward shaped, the other couple of spots we've got marked. Alright. Yep, we're stopping there. Yes, that will do. Right, let's see if we can set a course up for it then. Then we'll take the John Deere down and get the windrower, and that can start as well. So, bring this up, find our helper menu, create job, course play field work. It's got the field, got the target, everything. Open the generator, work with, go around twice. See what happens here. Oh gosh, I've scrolled down and missed a whole heap. Oh, you watched and followed FSG on the full bed. Yeah, nice, John. There you go. So something along those lines. I looked at S and Cow. I have not. Legion. There's so many maps. So many maps. And I actually, if anyone follows the map directory, I actually I've got back into trying to get that updated. I've started with doing 10 maps at a time and doing little blog posts on those. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. 10 minutes to do this. It's not too bad, is it? Get rid of that. Looks like it's going to track along just perfectly. Alright. Next job. Just finished 6 days straight, Steve. Do you work in the, I think you made a comment the other day about getting the CO2 production back up and running for New Zealand. Are you working at the oil companies and that up there, do you? Just finished night shift, Chinook. And I'm assuming you said you did as well before Chinook changed his post. Glad you're retired, John. I'm sure you've earned it. Sure you have earned it. Right. Takes a lot out of you doing night shifts, I can imagine. Not something I'd ever want to try and do. I was saying earlier, I decided, well, I'm building a step for out on our timber outdoor living area, and by the time I'd got all the timber and hardware and everything from the shop yesterday, by the time I was ready to actually start digging the holes, it was 1:30 and it was probably mid-20s here. It was not the best time to do it. Not the best choice. Your truck driver blog stay, you get to have a nap during your shift most nights while it's getting unloaded. Until they whack something when they're unloading it and you go, what the hell was that? And head back to bed, Scott. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Nice to have you here. We'll, yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of these Steam controller issues. Because it's good to know someone else is having the same problem. Right, I'm going to try and fix the Nightbot once and for all. Edit. Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Here you are.
hello. Bye.
Weirdos. Are you going to get the other child now too?
Hello.
He's silly. What are you doing?
Hello, people.
Okay. Oh, now my niece wants to come in and say hello. Here we go. There you go, you got the whole family. The other one's still sound asleep. It's 8 AM here, which is awesome. Your parents won't believe it. My brother won't believe it when we say she slept till 8. Right, I was trying to fix that. So I don't have an alias, so let's try that then. Let's try that. Let's see if that's fixed it. Oh, bring that window back. I need to get another screen. There's too much going on. The main gig, I'm mainly based in an air conditioning box, calibrating things, but occasionally needed on site. Well, I heard there's going to be a shortage of beer, potentially, Steve, so if you can get back to work in a few more days and not take any time off, that'd be appreciated. But honestly, the lack of foresight into closing the oil refinery and placing our reliance on one production site for CO2. Isn't it crazy that, you know, one of the most abundant chemicals in the world, which is readily used, is actually so hard to get? Football's done, so they're waiting now. The kids found out how to join, they did. It was actually, one of them wants to actually sit here for a whole stream and actually play, but we'll have to see about that, because last time I played with him, he jumped in a fast track and he was on the other side of the map before I knew it, and was of no help at all, so we'll see. I know, right, Chinook? Diesel Power, good morning, how you doing? Welcome along, hope you are having a nice weekend. Great to have you here. You don't drink beer so it doesn't worry you, Blogstar. Fair enough. What about carbonated soft drinks? I mean, actually surprising when you start hearing about what's affected just in food production, like they use CO2 in when they're packaging meats to make them look fresher for longer. Keeps them redder, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Still a lot of it is the bit that makes it safe to use in food stuff and beer that's broken. Right. That makes sense then. Right. Let's see, you reckon we can get this up and running without causing any hiccups with the... Let's test it. Let's see. Create a job. Courseplay fieldwork. Looks like we've got a field and a target. Tools, no tools. Oh, it's the same width as the Tedder, that's nice. So if we do 2, see what happens. It should make the same course. Should put those things in diapers. They don't fix those issues. Why would anyone play this game? Which issues are the controller issues, Ethan? It might not be. It's probably more likely a Steam issue than a been an issue with giants or anything. Alright, we're win run. There we go, happy days. Now if I was really adventurous I could go and get the New Holland and Bale with that. Is that a bit silly? Baling with a T8? It's not, is it? It's making use of the tools we have available to us. Not sure why I decided to take it out the narrowest entrance, but there we go. Like coking, you're not talking about the sniffing stuff. Seltzer water. Seltzers are becoming popular again. A Steam and driver update issue for controllers. Oh, have you done the research already for me, Taz? What's my solution? What's my fix? Old gen drivers need to be updated. Is that on... I'll have to figure that out then. Haven't checked out this map yet, it looks quite spacious for BC. So the interesting thing about it, diesel power, is all of these areas, like where we're working at the moment. So this would normally, you can see the actually, it's a perfect example. This has a big shed on it normally, and down here where we've got some grass, and even where we built our yard, and all around there's all these sheds which instead of putting them in, Chumpy Farmer's just left them vacant, and they're kind of these grassed areas. Like up through here there's just so much grass and there's only a few houses, and part of that is, you know, obviously the assets and availability of those that he could use, but also, and we're gonna have an issue here, also the availability of the appropriate assets. How much better the colour looks on these ones. There's a real noticeable difference down here. So that might be why it feels a little bit more spacious, but it's based entirely on aerial photo and real world data, so must just be a spacious part of BC. David, I missed you there. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Blogstar, thanks for tuning in, mate. Nice to see you as well. We'll catch you again soon. Right, let's go in. This is a rectangle. We can do a course on this. Clear that one, record a new one. Again, we're going to plough this up, so I'm not too worried about getting perfect edge of the fields. This one's going to take next to no time to do. I'm intrigued to see what the estimate time for the course will be. Let's have a look. Wrong button. Oops, that's the wrong button too. Right, create. Jar open. Where are we? I'm lost. Right, we've got our course. We need to set our field position. Target position in front of us. Here we go. Let's try that. Should be all the same settings. That looked like it did something. Go do your thing. That's the button we wanted to hide. Alright. You're going. You're going. Means you can start going. We'll get that bit there off there. You tried everything and sent a note to Giant Software about the mod conflict. Hopefully they'll reply back. I think they'll just tell you that unless you're using mods from ModHub, I honestly doubt you'll get any response from them, to be honest. I know it's not what we want to hear, Ethan, but unless it's something that's a direct game issue, they won't have any support for trying to fix a mod conflict. Alright, so I should, it's a bit late now. How do I reset the bale counter? Control and X. I'm not trying to fold it, I'm trying to reset it. My control. Yeah. Don't know. Control's not working. You shared the link, I think Scott grabbed it, we'll find it and see. Yeah, cheers man, controller issues with Steam. Awesome. Missed it, thanks Taz. You are a star. You're a bit busy lately. I'm building an excavator tractor cockpit already. Oh my goodness, I need to see photos of this, David. I need to see photos. Discord. Hey, Kiram, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Just popped in, looks like a custom field course. It is. We've just recorded a custom field courses just to do these little bits because it took us quite a while to do the first little area, and I thought we'd better get things underway. Well, we'll be here for a long time. Hey, Mr. Ryan Orange, how are you? Good to have you here, mate. It's not directly through them, Monks is right. They don't really have much of an obligation to support here. Yeah, they'll just tell you they're probably exactly the same things we've said, which is remove mods and see what happens. Alright, which bale did I dump that's going to be in the way? Is that one around there? Is the windrow going to have an argument with it? Or is the windrow going to get to the end of that row and say, I'm done? Actually, we've had the width a little bit wide. Bother. We've missed little sections. It's a shame. Just taught you how to do... Where did I say that? Just taught me how to do custom field course. Cheers, every day you learn something new. Haha, there we go. Very easy to do it that way. You can draw them on the map as well, but that's a little bit harder. Our work is blocked by an object. We did get a hay bale in the way. Thought we might. Sometimes when having automatic drop on isn't actually helpful because it drops it where you don't want it to. But I think that one's, I reckon that's finished. There's no point running down there. We're just gonna fold that up and get it out of the way. I think with how small that next field is, we might just windrow that up ourselves. Well, maybe we'll try it on a course. Amy. Like a zombie still. Yeah, that's good. You make a similar tutorial so everyone can copy it. That'd be awesome. Honestly, that would be very cool. Alright, let's try. We'll make a course. Oh goodness. Right. Target. Oh, there. Field can go there too. Field work generator. So I'm just going to bump that width down a touch. Just to try and avoid doing those. Look at those short little rows. That's alright. It'll work. What are you doing? Oh, did I not press start then? Go ahead. Alright, first waypoint. I clicked on waypoint instead of pressing start, didn't I? Here we go. Get this out of the way. And then we'll carry on going. Oh, I'm pleased to hear, mate. Good to hear. Karen? Floyd says hi, he's shouting at me on the TV. Hello, Floyd. I hope you're shouting good things, you're not telling me what I should be doing. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Chilnook. Make sure you have dropped a thumbs up on the video if you're enjoying it. And double check you're subscribed. I still haven't done it and I keep on thinking I need to do a reminder in my next video to say make sure you subscribe, because normally 70% of you who watch it aren't. We do have to remember to do that. Alright, let's carry on. This tractor's actually not the best for baling because its turning circle's terrible. Terrible. There we go, look, Nightbot worked. I fixed it. Here you go, everyone. It's official now, Nightbot said so. Come and help us get to 10 million litres on the West Aussie 16X map. We need all the help we can get. Absolutely, that was a lot of fun on the stream the other night, but we did not make a huge amount of progress. So the more help the better. So jump into Discord, go and download all the mods if you're interested, and come and give us a hand. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back doing it on Wednesday night again. We had 9, we maxed out at 9, and I think the server's got 10 slots in it, so let's see if we can max it out this week. That'd be cool. Mr. Thor, how are you? I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear this. That's not the first time your name's been mentioned. Legion reckons I need a Thor spec baler, because this one only does 125cm bales. Doesn't have an option for bigger ones. How you been, mate? How's your weekend going? Alright. In the interest of getting this as much of this finished, I think we might get creative with our bale loading. We might use a bit more auto load than I normally would. Just in the interest of getting it all done, and maybe starting on some soybeans. I don't think we're going to have time to get very far on soybeans, but... Don't open your door, there's a tractor right outside. Small, medium, large, just finishing the small one. 3 balers income. Are those the Mikhail ones you've been doing, Mark? Oh, look at this turning circle. We're going to skip a rope. Come back for that one. Like I said, not the best tractor for this baler. One row is finished in the next field, which is ideal. It's been much faster, much more efficient. Pleased we did that. When am I going to do the bean harvest, Ryan? We'll see. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it today, because I am going to have to possibly jump off a little bit early. My wife will be taking one of the boys off to swimming lessons, and I have my nieces here, so they're probably going to want to be entertained. Mrs. Argsy's been doing that so far. God bless her. And it will probably be during the week in a video. We'll start it, but we've got all of that, that way, those 2 fields, and then the 2 fields over behind the yard to do. So I don't think we'll be doing it in one go. It could be a couple of videos, could be a live stream next weekend. Could also actually, now that I think about it, could be a live stream tomorrow. It's a public holiday in New Zealand, so I could even do back-to-back live streams and have a go at it tomorrow. We will see. It's the Kegs. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. We got no beans were harmed in the turning of the tractor. Paul Wright, good morning. How are you, buddy? Great to have you here. His must be Bernie Mark. I know. I said to him when he joined, he'd already been talked about in the stream. Alright, another decent amount of bales off this one. We were at 36. How many have we done now? 55, so oh gosh, 20 bales just off this little bit. Or 19. But near enough to 20. Alright, done. You're trying to make your first mod edit. Nice one, Kegs. Nice one. I've been playing around as well. I've shared some photos of my New Zealand spec fertilizer. I reckon. I was having a look because I know Ola had a PC only one with real brands on it. So I've actually made it for two of the main two fertilizer suppliers in New Zealand. And I've done big bags and also done pallets fertilizer. Which is two common ways we get it here. So I thought, let's see if we can get it on Mod Hub. How good would it be to have an Argsy Gaming released mod? So we're going to give that a try. Needs a bit of testing. Needs to check it on the test runner. Taking a base harvester and making it electric. That's an interesting concept, mate. Are you getting into the electrical conversion market? Intrigued to see how you finish up with that. Very cool. Look, I went narrow rows and we've still got these misfits in the middle. It's a shame. Wonder if it's because, see how the windrow is different on either side. I wonder if it's not an equal width. Not sure. Anyhow, what we can do to make our job a little bit easier, this can go down to F203 entry. Do the same with this one too. Oh. Oh. It wasn't working. Same issue with this one too. What are they going to do? Cut the corner completely. Auto drive, how I love thee. Usually making life easier. Usually, I say. Hey, pleasure having you here, Taz. Nice of you to come and hang out. We'll appreciate the help. Appreciate you finding that link as well. I'll have a good read of that if you've sent it to me. See if I can figure out what my problems are. Or at least, you know, that one link's not going to solve all my problems, but at least it could fix my controller. Electric bio only series. Clever, I like the idea. Just gotta have the equipment to do it with. Oh, that's good. it's positive. One of the tractors made it to the field. The other one won't say anything because it's it won't have made it yet because it'll be parked up behind the other. What can you tell us on the Spudnik pack? I think you posted a bit about it on Facebook. I haven't had the chance to read it yet. It has been released, Karam. So, oops, that was unfortunate timing. And again, why this baler, this tractor's not the right one for this baler. Yes, it's been released. So I can't remember the guy's name, but he's done a conversion of it. Apparently with permission from Justin Gilbertson, the original creator, and I know that the person who's done it is good friends with Trailer Park Farms and the like from that crew, so I would have 100% faith that it is a sanctioned, permitted conversion. So it is out there in the wild. Saying earlier, I need to find a reason to do some potatoes to give it a go. Maybe we could put some potatoes in here and try it. I hadn't considered that, but maybe that would be a go. This would be a perfect, these fields would be perfect to try it on. Food for thought. Excuse the background noise. This is Argsy making a smoothie. Yeah, I've been hoping it'd come out as well, Daryl. You can make electric and methane. Can you fuel them as well? How's your methane production going, Mark? Good curry, good Saturday night curry and a couple of beers. Yeah. Alright. Done. I think there's a little bit of chaos happening in the background. One more field to do and then we'll be done. So I chose not to, you would have seen, I chose not to mow that little bit in there. I did plant it with the grass, but I could have got into it through there, but I think we're going to have enough. The new sorting production to try. Only I had a version of it to test dazed. Oh wait. But nice to have you all here this evening, or this morning, whatever it is where you are. Nice, always nice to jump in and have a chilled Sunday morning stream. It's a good way to start the day. Look forward to it every week, and I think I will try and take the chance to do something tomorrow. Old mate's Stark, he's not going anywhere. I'll get rid of him. Move it out of the way, and like I said, we'll just do this one manually because it's a little bit awkward up around the bunker and everything that I mowed. So, just jump into it. Yeah, we're in bad behaviour mode by the looks of things. Might have to be some reprimands going on. You've successfully changed the engine sounds now to tackle the fuel. Good start, good start. Going to drop out of chat and log into West Aussie, still watch stream on TV. Cheers, Steve. And Floyd, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a nice one. Thanks for watching, buddy. Always nice to have you here. It's been a fun stream to listen to while playing. Perfect. Best way to do it, isn't it? Yoinks. Dodge the bunker. Good thing we've got a shield on the edge of the tedder there, otherwise we would have been replacing some tines. So I think it's quite cool actually. So this is the first time I've used the grazing in animals, but I think it's cool how that's all gone short now. That's awesome. I just need to figure out why the other, there's one that hasn't worked. So we have to figure that one out. Welcome back, Isaac. Good on you for going and helping Dad. Much more important things to do in that situation. We need to figure out, I've got that field to plant at some stage too. Gosh, we're going to have a massive planting session. I think we're now out of the window. I could have planted winter wheat in October, but I think we've skipped forward now, so we're not going to have that opportunity. So we're going to have a winter of, Canadian winter of caring for cattle, I think. We just have a look here at the calendar. Yeah, no plant. We can plant some grass. But no planting here until a little bit, well, obviously not a little bit, but into spring. How do you make your phone charge faster? Run faster, Yos. The amount of power going into the phone correlates to the hamster wheel you're currently standing in. And that little dynamo that you've got running to charge your phone. I'm pleased you care for your environment though, that you've chosen to go down that route to charge your phones. Here we go. See, Legacy's got me. Legacy's just lurking. How are you, mate? Good to see ya. Not just any nerd, Mark. It is the king nerd. King of nerds. The nerd king. Push the charger in really far. That makes you grimace. Alright, so that one, this one hasn't taken too long. What's been happening in Legacy, anyhow? I was actually going to ask you the other day, have you kept in touch with Louisiana? Is he still doing anything? Something popped up the other day and I was looking at this Louisiana map, and I know I went and checked out his Facebook. He hasn't been on it for a wee while. So I was curious if he knew anything. Of course, if you do know and rather not say anything, just say, I don't know. And then we don't know. Alright, headed. Done. Job number 1. Lou took a break for a damn good while, like months, but he just recently got back into his work, so should be seeing something from the future. Ah, cool. Looking forward to it. Such a good job with his first map. I will keep an eye out. You never know what's... I was thinking about it, like... This is going to be a moment of reflection, but, you know, we've got this community of, you know, 14,000 people here, you got 60,000 with FSG. All these people, and, you know, there's a lot of you regulars we talk to all the time, but if something happened to one of you, I don't know if we'd have any way of knowing. You just disappear. Kind of nice to be able to check in on people and make sure everyone's doing alright. Even if it's just a hi, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope life's treating you well. Worth doing. Worth doing, anyhow. Oh no, no one's disappeared, David. I was just thinking, no one has. I was just thinking, it was like I said, it's a bit of a reflective, morbid kind of thought. No one has, but I mean, I've had it before. I have had it where people have sort of checked out for a while, and we've managed to track them down and everything was fine, but, you know, there's more just a check-in on your friends. If you haven't heard from someone, check in on them. This is my little mental health check-in on you guys. Little reminder. Check in and make sure your mates are doing alright. Gaming mates, real life mates. Anyhow. I miss you already. I miss some of you, Yos. Others, not so much. You must have blocked me, Legacy. I messaged you multiple times. Just trying to slide into your DMs. Were the pictures inappropriate? Did you not appreciate those? Well, see, that's the thing. Like a month over Christmas or something like that, they're just away on leave or something. But when it's kind of stretched out a little bit, you kind of does get you wondering. It was really quiet. Alright. There we go, that side's done. Argsy would miss you, Chinook. I think everyone in the servers and the community would miss you, and our Discord would miss you. Who'd organise all the servers? And Legion, can't be without him. Sometimes, but exactly, Dazed, exactly. I think I dropped you a message, didn't I? A few months ago. After you hadn't been around for a couple of months. But you're right, sometimes you just need a break. Some people need a break before you're ready to tell them. You're getting a bit of an office moment going there. Yeah, we're going to need you to pack up and leave. Legacy, take a break. Ouch. Right. There you go. See, I'm pleased to hear that, mate. And good that you're at the other side and back to it. Legacy's going to put a post up. If you want to know about the shed, go and ask Argsy. It's his fault. He told me I needed to take a break. Right. There you go. I just bought you more time to get it finished. You're welcome. Alright, last field. Let's get it done. Let's get her done. Hey, Farmer Red, how you doing? Stop making auto drive courses. There you go. I'm telling everyone else to stop doing what they're doing. You need to stop doing it as well. Take a break. You need a break. We shared your Discord earlier, so hopefully you've had some new members join. I was saying a few people were asking about the course that AZ Sparky put up on Discord for this map. And we also said about your Oaks one being released. Pleased to see you use the publish option too in your release, so it got shared on the Mods and Links Discord as well. Good man. break, have a Kit Kat. Global marketing at its best right there, Legion. That's one of those ones that's global, isn't it? Finish this one, thanks. Finish which one? Finish the Oaks. Or finished Chilliwack. Oh, have a Chinook. Oh, goodness. You were both next to each other in chat. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. So is that a global thing then? Finish the Oaks. Yeah. So what is next on your list? Are you taking the Chilliwack one and having a look at that, or are we going to see something else? The loop to loop. I really should have changed tractors. This one's terrible tuning. No idea at the moment. Well, give yourself a break, you've earned it. But use the publish function, but don't know if anyone follows it. For where, Mark? In your Discord or elsewhere? Sometimes you need to hit the brake. On Discord. It's a good function. I know why it's not completely automated. I wish it was sometimes. Hi, Argsy in chat. Would like to say a big thank you to all the modders that are in today. I probably had one of your mods. There you go. How are you, Big Mike? Hello, FSG. How you doing, mate? Congrats again, 60k subs. That's an awesome, awesome milestone. We're repping the FSG hat tonight in respect. And seeing I can't tune in for your live. Well, I'll be able to watch. I'll be able to lurk and chat. But I'm pushing my limits of playing this morning with my nieces here. My oldest is out on the trampoline with them at the moment, keeping them entertained. My wife's taken the youngest off to swimming lessons. And she's got to come back from his swimming lesson and swap kids and take the oldest to his swimming lesson. And I've got to entertain the kids for a bit. So, I'm surprised we've made it this far, to be honest. And there'll be some brownie points required. You must be getting nervous though, we're edging ever closer to that potato harvest. I'm not sure where it is now. It was on Flint Hills Field 9, but I'm sure we've find somewhere else to do it. A honeydew list. The field. The field. There's only one field. Actually, Chinook, that Spudnik gear would be awesome to have. We should put that onto West Aussie. And that would be awesome for a 10-person community multiplayer harvest, doing some potatoes with that. That server's going to mysteriously get wiped. Ed, go and download a save file. Quick, quick, quick. I'm sure Christoph's got one. Alright, what have we got left? A little bit here in the corner. We'll try and pick it all up. 1,300 litres. I don't think we're going to have enough to finish one more bale off, are we? Push that one out of the way. Get out of here, Bale. Farmer G started working on a mod last weekend, but thanks to me, you haven't touched it a week after watching the Oak cinematic preview. Awesome, man. Love it. Love it. What's your mod you're working on? Do share. Do tell more. Right. That's us done. Let us do this. Send everything back to the yard. Yard entry for you. Yard entry for you. Yard entry for you. And we're going to go grab a truck and do some auto load. Where's that bale going to end up? It's going to get smashed by some traffic. Oh, it might be alright. I think traffic only goes one way on this road. Yeah. Could be dangerous. Anyhow, where's our truck? On there. Better not use the shop's truck. Christian, hi Argsy, is there a way to add created auto drive routes to a dedicated server? There is, Christian. What you need to do is activate the auto drive on the server. Then you need to download the save game file. Oh, that's interesting. What's happening here? My trailers are mated. Download your save game file, then you replace the auto drive config file in the multiplayer save game or server save game, and we're gonna have to use some magic of teleport here. And then re-upload the save game with that auto drive config. It's only about a 5-minute. Doesn't take too long. Doesn't take too long. Right, let's see if we can do this without breaking anything. Map selection, teleport you to... let's teleport you to, hopefully, here will work. Perfect. Okay. There you go, FSG's answered it too, in his response. So, let's head on down. We'll go do this little field. Traffic. I need that mod where you can turn traffic on and off. Should disappear when we go too far away. Straps, you reckon? Is that what it was? Oh, they were turned on. Good call. Heard of 50 cents, FSG 60k. Just a production mod, nothing special. Ah, always looking for new mods though. Sure it'll be great. Thank you everyone for pointing out it was straps. Appreciated. Now I need to remind myself how to turn on auto drive. Operating position. Auto drive. Loading position. There we go. Straps, 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 straps. Parts. Strapping chaps. You're welcome, Christian. You are welcome. Farmer Red, we'll catch you later, mate. Nice to see you. Not sure if you're able to, I don't think you were able to join FSG, were you, today, either? Boom. So we go 15 out of this field. So what are these? 4,500 litres each. So that's 45 plus 22.5. 60 carry the 3, 67,500 litres in there. Which is good. Oh, racing the train, racing the train. Just in time. That's how you load bales. I don't like doing this, Farmer G. This isn't my favourite way to do it, but we're doing it for speed and efficiency today. Exciting week ahead for Farm Sim Arcs. It is. I'm looking forward to this week. I don't know if you've seen my little announcement, but I have let everyone know that that I'm now part of the G Portal family as well, which is pretty cool, and obviously excited to have them on board for the logging league, and looking forward to joining Kermit and running some exhibition matches during the week for the logging league, and then we've got some plans for pushing that a little bit further this year. We're looking at, and not confirmed 100% yet, but we're going to try and schedule a regular logging league once a month, with plans for a either 6-month or 12-month competition where you can accumulate points over the season, leading into some finals, sort of similar to how farming FSL runs. So looking forward to seeing how that all works out. But some other things in the wings as well, which is cool. So we just need to coordinate. And the idea being, if for whatever reason, and there will be reasons, either FSG or I are unavailable one weekend, we'd call in a guest commentator. And someone to come in and fill the void and add their expertise. You're a loading god now. I like that technique actually. I like your little loading bales, because I still like that you've got to take everything. You're not just... Where's my Kubota gone? Did I send him somewhere else? Haha. Where is he on the map? He got pushed past the entrance by that car. And now he's gone. Oh goodness, he's gone for a proper drive. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Let's get this other stuff out of the way. Where is it? So yeah, I like the way you're doing it. It's good. You're still loading it and everything works. You're heading out for cricket club tonight, Ed. There we go. You're doing something else. I hope those aren't straw bales, Yoss. I'll be very, very sad. I do see the bale symbol, but that's not straw, is it? That's not straw. These straws there, that's just the bale. That's just the Bale symbol. We'll be right. Wednesday should be great. So what time Wednesday? Legion, it is 6 PM UK time, I think. 7 PM GMT. If I remember correctly. Alright. Oops, wrong button. That one? No. Which one is it? Ah. Mind blank. Y? I tried Y. Oh, there we go. Is that the spawn one as well? Ah. That must be where they come out when I create them. I'm going to put them on the other side. Yours coming out tomorrow. Are you doing video tomorrow, FSG? I've talked to, I was saying earlier, I've talked to DJ. I'm going to wait until do a video closer to when he launches it. So I thought with everyone else doing videos now, we'd wait till then. Right. can I not mix and match? Is that why? I thought I could put hay in this one. Oh, looks like we might have to build that other barn a little bit sooner. Mike Boulder. Couldn't find anywhere to turn around. Farmer Klein did it as a live stream rather than video, did he? And applying his... Okay, interesting. 6 PM, yes, there we go. Other side, got that right. Why twice, figured that out. Should be finished working back at hotel at that point. Good man. Hey Tim, how you doing, mate? Pleasure to have you here. Hope you're having a nice weekend, man. Nice to see you. Doesn't usually raid until he was released. No, he doesn't. But he has in this instance. So I think we're going to have to... I can't remember if... Do we still have issues with auto load? I'm going to just drop these off here. No. I'm just going to leave those there. We'll pick them up again later. Because I think... I didn't want to have issues with the bales. I can't remember if they'll fix that or not, but we're going to avoid it. But anyhow, I'm going to have to... I'll do this later. I'm going to have to see if I need to put in another... Hey bun, where are they? Oh, it's not too... These aren't actually too expensive. Go back to my original plan of having 2 of them. That's right, I'll fix that and move everything off and we'll have that fixed for when we're on next. Few triggers missing, but on the whole it's really nicely finished. That's good. SP category, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're trying to score things and rate things and you've got to come up with a way to do it, there's always going to be some sort of issues. Kubota's back. Inconsistencies that come out of it. It's so many variances with Farm Sim. I know when Deer Creek was released this time last year, he gave it a very low rating because it had actually no production points in it, but as a map I actually thought it was a fantastic map in many fronts, so it's just the nature of the beast. Back this way. Maps don't need ratings, only classifications. Yeah, always the way. Sounds like I've got the crew with me. I've got my nieces staying, so they're having a play in the living room. I'm surprised it's taken this long for them to get that loud. So we've done well. But there we are. How many bales did we make overall? That's a good question. 77 bales this session. So if it was 80, oh, you can do the maths. 4,500 litres each. Hang on. 77 times 4,500. 350,000, 346,500 litres of hay. That's good. We've got our alfalfa growing as well, so that's doing its business over there. And then we've obviously got all these bales to collect now, but then we're going to be into some soybean harvesting and some more field creation. We'll plough out that little bit up there and merge all these fields and things like that. So still plenty to do, and then we can get into building building some feedlots. So that's going to be exciting. Hey Steve, how you doing? You caught me just as we're finishing up. You're not retired, you're taking a break, Legacy. I mean, if I was doing it, I'd make it for console, but I'm not you, so. There we are. Anyhow, everyone, pleasure as always. Great to have so many of you here. Thank you for leaving a like. Make sure if you haven't, you do. Like FSG has said, keep an eye out for the Logging League this week. We're both really looking forward to it. We'll both be streaming it as well, so we will share a Lazy Goat TV link where you can have both of our streams and the Farming Simulator stream in, so you can watch it from everyone's perspective. Because that's one of the beauties of, you know, Farming League, and FSG and I are both playing, so we won't be doing the commentating, and Kermit's playing as well, so we won't quite have the overview of commentary that we had last time, so it'll be interesting to watch it from that point of view. Hello Regan, welcome along. See me later on for Hannah. Yes you will indeed, mate. But otherwise, yeah, pleased to, you know, excited to be part of the G Portal family as well, so if you want to get server. Make sure you use a link there, mine, FSG's, anyone's. There you go, Nightbot's just reminded us about that. Thanks, Moth. But yeah, Logging League, and keep an eye out for some other announcements. Oh, one more, screenshot competition. Jump onto Facebook and make sure you've voted for People's Choice. It's a, there's no prize for People's Choice, it's just the privilege and honour of being chosen as the inaugural People's Choice. But Mrs. Argsy is going to sit down with me and record a video. She is going to be on it. She is going to be there judging it and everything like that. I'm going to let her do it, and we'll see where we end up. It could be interesting. So keep an eye out soon for Mrs. Argsy on the channel. Anyhow, everyone, have a great stream. Have a great stream. Thank you for a great stream. Go and catch FSG live in an hour. I don't know if anyone else is live at the moment. Let's have a look. I want to go and raid someone. I want to go and make someone's day. Is there anyone else streaming at the moment? Not in my subscriptions. Oh well, there we go. We'll see you in an hour. FSG's live, 60,000 subs. Go and give him a big shout out for that. Anyhow, I'm out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep an eye out. I might stream tomorrow, might not. We'll see. Right, have a good one. Goodbye.